IATA and the Department of Transportation have a number of requirements for the shipment of biohazardous materials, including blood and blood products. The first requirement is that the material be contained in a leak-proof vessel, such as a blood collection tube, cryovial, or centrifuge tube. An absorbent material capable of absorbing all the liquid in the shipment must be included with the specimen. This absorbent material may be in the form of a sleeve. The absorbent material, along with the primary vessels, such as the collection tubes, must be placed in a secondary leak-proof container. That secondary container may be an airtight canister or a sealable poly bag. That container can then be placed directly on a layer of dry ice in your shipping box. If you are shipping multiple aliquots of a sample or multiple samples, those may remain in the cryo box in which they were stored in the freezer. That box must be placed in a secondary leak-proof container, such as a bag containing an absorbent sheet. Once the bag is sealed, this can be placed on the dry ice in the shipping box. Multiple containers may be transported in a frozen shipping box, but they must be placed in a single layer between two layers of dry ice to maintain temperature control. Apply a second layer of dry ice over the specimen containers. Dry ice shippers must have an inner insulated container, frequently styrofoam, and a rigid outer container, such as a cardboard box. Be sure the containers are completely covered with the dry ice. Replace the lid on the inner shipper and place any paperwork shipping with the samples, such as blood collection forms or case report forms, on top of the box. Tape the box closed securely. Be sure the tape is firmly affixed to the cardboard. The shipper must be labeled with a UN code and biological substance category. For most shipments of blood, tissue, CSF, and other potentially infectious human biologicals, this code is UN 3373 Category B. If your insulated shipper is not pre-printed with arrows to indicate which end is the top, use either stickers or hand-drawn arrows to indicate which end of the box should be upright during shipment. Because dry ice is considered a dangerous substance, when shipping on dry ice, the Department of Transportation has specific labeling requirements. The UN 1845 dry ice label must be correctly completed prior to shipping. Record the amount of dry ice in kilograms on the label. The shipper and recipient addresses must also be written on the label. If your dry ice is in small packages, indicate the number and weight of the smaller packages on the dry ice label. Dry ice must be declared on the dangerous goods section of the carrier's waybill. The weight of dry ice written on the waybill should match the weight recorded on the dry ice label. The carrier can refuse the shipment if the waybill or dry ice label are completed incorrectly or do not match. When shipping frozen samples, it is particularly important to clearly write the phone number and contact information for the person to be contacted should something happen to the shipment. Firmly affix the label to the shipper and call the carrier for pickup. Retain a copy of the waybill or tracking number for your records and notify the recipient of the shipment.